God at the same time. I took a few pictures early this morning, and I'm going to share those with you, but I got to admit that this afternoon the fog has rolled in and I can't see the end of our dock. Well, it is wonderful having such an office and being able to see such great views. Now, how about today in Genesis chapter 21, if we see three great lessons in just 9 verses? 3 lessons in 9 verses. So let's take a look at those verses, and we'll try to pull them apart for you. Now it came about at that time that Abimelech and Phicol, the commander of his army, spoke to Abraham, saying, God is with you in all that you do. Now therefore swear to me here by God that you will not deal falsely with me, or with my offspring, or with my posterity, or with according to the kindness that I have shown you, and you shall show me and to the land which you have sojourned. Abraham said, I swear it. But Abraham complained to Abimelech because of the well of water which his servants of Abimelech had seized. And Abimelech said, I do not know who has done this thing. You did not tell me, nor did I hear of it until today. Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them to Abimelech, and the two of them made a covenant. Then Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. Abimelech said to Abraham, what do these 7 ewe lambs mean, which you have set by themselves? He said, you shall take these 7 ewe lambs from my hand, so that it may be a witness to me that I dug this well. So where are these 3 great lessons in just 9 verses? Well, first take a look at verses 22 and 23 and recognize that people observe your relationship with God. Abimelech saw, so did his commander, Phicol, saw that Abraham had a special relationship with God. And people will notice it when you walk with God. The second lesson, you'll find it in verses 25 through 28. The second lesson is bad things happen to good people. Abraham was a peaceful man. He had dug a well, and Abimelech's people had taken it away from him. And when they had this meeting, Abraham had to tell Abimelech, your men have seized my well. Bad things happen to good people. It happens all the time. It happened to Abraham. Lesson number 3, you'll find it in the following verses. You'll find it from verses 27 through 30. You'll find very clearly here that we need to talk our problems through. Now, it's pretty obvious to me that Abimelech's motives was very one-sided. It's very obvious to me that Abimelech was not much of a man of his own honor. After all, he had told Abraham to enter into his land and go and do whatever he wanted to do, wherever he wanted to do it. And yet his men had seized Abraham's well. And he probably, with tongue-in-cheek, said, gee, I didn't know anything about that. You know, the old saying about if there's 2 or more people involved in something, it's always the other guy's fault. So what is the lesson? Lesson number 3? Well, it's very, very clear to me that whether we're talking with enemies or whether we're talking with friends, you need to talk things through. Don't hold them inside. Do it privately. Do it with kindness. Do it with patience. Do it with the right attitude. Many times you don't know the other person's side, but try to talk it through. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of Romans chapter 12, verse 18. And as much as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. It's a great thing to remember. As much as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. And that's my thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.